Life wasted. In a certain village, there was a well read and learned man named Madavayya, who was very proud of his learning. He would look upon illiterates as worthless creatures. In his opinion, the lives of the tillers of land, hewers of wood, and drawers of water, and even the various types of artisans and other servants of society were quite wasted. One day, this learned man had to cross a river. He got into a ferry. The ferryman waited for some time to see if anybody else would come along, and then started crossing the river with Madavayya. As the ferry crossed to the other side, Madavayya looked at the ferryman straining at the oars and was filled with pity as well as contempt. This unfortunate fellow must have been doing this work practically all his life, nearly all the day round. There was no learning in him whatsoever. My good man, said Madavayya to the ferryman, you are as good as dead. Sir, why do you say that? Said the ferryman in surprise. Have you learnt the sciences? Asked Madavayya. No, sir, I know them not, said the ferryman. Ah, then you are half dead, said Madavayya triumphantly. Have you learnt any Puranas? Asked Madavayya. No, sir, indeed I didn't, replied the ferryman. I'm too busy on this job to spare any time for listening to Puranas. There you are three quarters dead. Let us see if you read at least some literature, said Madhavaya. Oh, sir, I do not know how to read at all. Leave alone literature, the ferryman replied. See what I mean? You are only about 10% alive. You can be hardly called a live man, Madhavaya concluded. Even as they were chatting like this, there rose up a mighty wind and the waters of the river rose in a flood. The ferry began to toss about on huge waves. The sky was overcast with dark and fearsome clouds and it began to rain in torrents. Soon the ferryman lost control of the ferry. Every time the ferry tilted to a side, it began to take in some water. The ferryman threw down the oars, which were now quite useless. Having decided to abandon the ferry, he shouted to Madhavaya in a gale, Sir, do you know how to swim? No, my good man, replied Madhavaya. I do not. Then, sir, I must tell you that your life is completely lost, said the ferryman as he jumped into the waters and swam away towards the shore. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Do provide your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.